Hey guys, welcome back. Let's get into the MLB action we have on this Wednesday. Apologies for the video getting out a little bit later on. No, we're not golfing. The weather is absolutely atrocious. Can't believe we're all this way into the month of May. And so we're dealing with it, but hey, we'll get through it. But I want to get into the best bets. Yesterday, quick recap. What we did, 2-0. So finally the Dodgers broke out of their slump, and we were betting on that one pretty hard. They needed extra innings, so I'm not going to say it was a cake walkthrough lock. I hate using that word. We did have a rainout, a postponement within the Guardians, but that left us with a 2-0 as we had a easy cash within the over within the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. So let's get into the bets today. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. We do talk sports betting each and every single day, not just MLB action. Today we also have the kind of 90s relapse of what we saw with the Pacers and the Knicks kicking off the Eastern Conference Finals. Can't believe we're actually talking about that, but for those of you that did watch earlier on in the season when I did my NBA preview, I did give out the Cavaliers and the Pacers. I believe it was 35-40-1 before the season to win it all. So some great value there as you're looking for a little bit of a hedging opportunity now in that ticket. So congrats if anybody did tail that. That was a long time ago. So futures bets always do kind of have a little bit of a down the road effect, and it's good looking back on those numbers. Okay. Also, NHL, we're live in the ice again. Dallas, Edmonton, can't wait for that one as well. But let's get into the MLB action. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, like I said, and leave a comment what you'll be betting in today's card. Let's try to keep this one going. In the first game, we are going to look into some more cruddy weather, just like we talked about where I'm from, but also just right next door within Pittsburgh. We're going to have the Reds coming to town. We get two great pitchers going at it. We do get Singer going against Andrew Heaney. Wind's blowing in. Simply put, I just think that this is going to be a dud. Anytime that, we look at Paul Skeens not on the bump, we will be looking elsewhere for Pirates action unless we're going under, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. I do think that the Reds offensively can get some production. I looked even into the Pittsburgh team total going under as well, but I think 8 is just a little bit too low. Cincinnati, in my opinion, will have to get there themselves. Worst case scenario, we do get some form of a 4-3, 5-2, 6-1 kind of game, but I don't think we're even going to get close to that. So give me the under here within Cincinnati and Pittsburgh minus 105. Under 8 will be the official play, okay? Next game we're going to talk about will be the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. All right, so this will be a fun one to watch as Hunter Brown completing kind of his full circle within his evolution as a pitcher. Pretty much from halfway through the 2024 campaign, we've seen his ascension as a bright righty, young righty arm that we do kind of look into him for a couple different ways to bet this game. And that's where I'm going to ride Hunter Brown, kind of fading the Tampa Bay Rays as well at home. The one thing that I did look into that I kind of got a little bit mixed up in was the Rays team total. Okay. And I'm not saying that Hunter Brown's not going to go 6-7 innings. There's something where you have to kind of understand that the bullpen can bust you on the back end. So we're going to stay away from that. I think 3.5 was too low. So the way I'm going to approach this game, though, is I'm going to take Hunter Brown ERA, found some plus money value, okay? It's not a lock, right? The money is on the opposite side. It's not the favorite, but there is a little bit of a variance here. And I think he gets the Rays and holds them down. So we are going to take the under 1.5 earned runs for Hunter Brown at a plus 115 price. So that was a better way, in my opinion, to approach it, getting some plus money value. But the one thing that also kind of stuck out at me was the strikeout prop for him. $1.30 is a lot of juice, but it's something where you look at 6.5 Ks for Hunter Brown. I don't mind it. Okay, so that's another avenue that I would kind of explore. And then lastly, if you did want to kind of dabble in Astros money line and or the Astros Tampa Bay under the total game, I don't mind that one quite a bit as well. First 5 even I think is live. There's various different ways you can go about this game, but I think for the plus money price, under 1.5 earned runs, he's hit it I think in 70% of his last 10 games. That's where my money's going to be spent. So let's ride Hunter Brown in this one with the Rays and Astros. Okay. Another game to talk about, the Cubs and the Marlins. Meyer on the hill for the Marlins. A little bit of regression numbers, right? I know he's a great young arm, but I don't think that it's going to be anything that can keep the Cubs bats down right now in this moment. And the only thing about the Marlins is on the other side, they only had 1 run, I believe, last game. I think they get well above that. I think that the Cubs pitcher is vulnerable. And I'm not going to be in the business of betting against the Cubs offensively right now. And I can't believe I'm saying that. And all you Cubbies fans out there, just enjoy it. A little bit of Pete Crow Armstrong. Boy, would have loved to see him kind of have a little postseason run. Definitely would be a fan favorite, I think, on a national televised platform. Okay, but I think that you could go back to the over here. Not an official play within the Cubs Marlins. The only 2 official plays, we will have 3 official plays. The only 2 that I will give out until the last one is going to be going Reds and the Pirates under 8, as well as the Hunter Brown under 1.5 earned runs at plus money. Okay. Next game I want to talk about, Baltimore and Milwaukee. Obviously favor Milwaukee on the money line. Baltimore has been one of the least profitable ROI teams in baseball thus far, and it's just quite frankly abysmal, right? Catastrophe after, trading Corbin Burns, a little bit of a restructuring. And I could see this one coming, right? You have all these great young superstar phenom talents, but just not enough to get it done. In terms of a front office standpoint, you got too many people playing the same position. It's great getting all those bats in the lineup, but they were faced with a really, really serious situation there with their starting pitching, and also on the back end. It's just not a good recipe, especially if you want to win the AL East, going against foes such as the Yankees and the Red Sox year in and year out. So you would look into fading Baltimore. I think this is something where it's just so much potential to go against them for the immediate stretch. So Baltimore is definitely on one of my fade lists, and it's unfortunate because I think historically, if you've watched my stuff, I think last year they probably were my most profitable team. I think if you would have looked at my stats and broke them down game by game, Baltimore definitely was a very payable bet. I think just if you were going to ride the Orioles, okay? And that's something where you never want to bet against a streak to start or stop. That's something I do live by, and I don't like the whole mindset where, hey, Baltimore's horrible, we're just going to bet against them each and every day. The Rockies, the White Sox, whatever. It just, I don't think in the long run is going to be very profitable, and I just think that's a bad way to go about it. However, there were a couple instances. The White Sox, if you would have faded them throughout the course of the season, it was very profitable when they only had, when they set the record for the lowest amount of wins in a regular season. Also, the Dodgers, if you would have taken the run line on them, I believe I don't think it was the year they won it, but the year they should have won it, where they got over 102 games, I believe. That was one that was a very, very profitable run for the Dodgers, but a couple outliers along the way. All right, next game, Tigers and St. Louis. We do get an interesting spot here. St. Louis, I think they're going to be slowly entering my fade column as well. A little bit reversion to the mean, I think, is in store for the Cards and the Tigers. They stay hot, right? Very close to making my card yesterday within Skewball on the bump. This is a game where, it's hard to bet against St. Louis at home, back-to-back Tigers wins, but offensively, we're going back to the Miguel Cabrera, Maglio Ordonez. We're really throwing, Victor Martinez, we're really throwing some names into the ring with some, pastime greats for the Tigers, where they really haven't played offense like this in quite some time, but the numbers speak for themselves. Torkelson's living up to his potential, and a couple other young bats, but I do like the Tigers in this spot. I think St. Louis is going to be slowly entering that fade column as well, okay? The next one we want to talk about, this will be an official play as well. So this will be my third pick of the day. We're going to go with Logan Webb, okay? Logan Webb to record a win. That's going to be a very, very nice little option for us. Also, I do like the under in this game. So I might double dip. I'm not sure yet, but my official play will be with the Logan Webb to record a win. I like the Giants bats better. I don't like the Royals in this spot. This is something where I look for the Giants to win the game. I like Giants money line. Logan Webb to record a win. I like Logan Webb Ks, even though that doesn't necessarily always get there. And just kind of a fade of the Royals right now in this game. So that's kind of where I'm at within those spots. and that will be my official play for the 3-pack that I'll give out. We'll talk about a couple other games real quickly. The one that I do want to bring up is the Padres. We're not going to touch the Guardians, Twins. There's too much uncertainty with what's going to be happening with the weather, the postponements, and just kind of resumption of play. The Padres, I'd love to back them, right? They're going through a little bit of a funk. There will be a buy low spot on the Padres, so just stay tuned because I will let you know. Padres are probably my favorite team to bet in the MLB, full disclosure. And for my money, probably the best offense outside the Dodgers when everything is playing at full potential, okay? And then the last thing, the game between the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, we do get a rematch, little Corbin Burns action going against, I think Dustin May is on the bump for the Dodgers. And I think this is something where you look for the Dodgers to kind of keep this one going, okay? So Dodgers team total, something that I'm not afraid of. I think that this is something where it was a hard-fought game, and so that one you kind of have to exclude it from a back-to-back wins because either team could have won that game. So don't look at it that way, okay? Look at what is in front of us right now. Handicap these games individually, and I would love to fade me some Corbin Burns here and ride with the Dodgers. I think you get a 1, maybe 1.5 or 2 runs of value on their team total just because he's pitching. I don't really know why the market gives him such respect. And also, I know you guys all hate the Dodgers, and that's okay because you got to kind of call it what it is, call the numbers out, and we do stand behind my numbers. And that's kind of where I would lean towards the Dodgers in that late night affair. Okay. Couple other games. I think the Athletics stay hot. It is an interesting kind of series that they got going on. The Angels, I think, just a crazy record. Nobody would ever thought that. That's just a little bit of food for thought in that regard. But yeah, so that'll wrap it up. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry we're not in the office where I would have more data and more of a rundown, but I wanted to give my best bets, what I'll be betting outside of the MLB. If you want to know those picks, I will be on Discord a little bit later on. We won't have videos for the NBA or NHL, but the 3 plays of the day, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati going under the total of 8. We're going to go with Hunter Brown under 1.5 earned runs at plus 115. And then we're going to take Logan Webb for the Giants to record a win within the Giants and the Royals game that we have a little bit later on in the evening. So appreciate you guys. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck with your picks. Peace.